From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth. Of course, with Tommy Max, where we're talking business, we're talking sports, we're talking life each and every week here at my bar, brought to you by our good friends at Dasher and at YOLO Rum. This is the Game Face segment, and we've got a great panel. I'm going to talk a little wellness, a little health, a little mind, and talk a little law as well. Maybe throw in a little Jaguar Stadium talk as we move along. Let's welcome in the panel. Cheya is back, with CT Wellness Company. Cheya, how are you? Great to see you.
Well, it's good to see you again.
Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
You got a big event coming up. Things are going for you guys. Tell us what's up.
Small Biz Wellness Summit's coming up on October 26th. It's the first of its kind where we teach you how to take care of yourself while you're driving your business. Mm-hmm. Everybody tells you how make money, make sales. Yep. Team no sleep, but no one tells you that actually driving your business can kill you. So we want you to live so you can live out that business.
Gotta take time out for yourself.
Absolutely.
You have to. I don't care if you go for a walk, read a whatever makes you kind of get away from it all.
Everyone knows what it is for them.
Yeah. For me, I need the working out gives me so many ideas, man. So many thoughts to deals I'm working on, conversations I'm going to have later.
Clearing
it's all
your mind.
Right. Body, soul, the whole thing, right? Mm-hmm. Well, great to have you on the show. I appreciate you being back and sharing some great news.
Absolutely.
All right, Adela Hittell is here from Project Human Inc.
Yes.
A new way to think.
Think, a new way to think.
All right.
Yes,
All right.
absolutely.
Think, a new way to think.
Yes.
All right, tell us all about it.
So Think, a new way to think, Project Human is all about the idea of investing into the human being.
Okay.
So as a society, we can build cities, we can build AI, we can build stadiums, right, as you just mentioned.
Yeah.
One of the things that we're having trouble is building a functioning human being that can actually not only be a benefit to themselves, but to society, to a business, to whatever it is that we have in the community. And we have learned that we need to go back to the basics. We need to teach people how to genuinely piggyback on what Ms. Thousand said. Thank you. Piggyback off that is, yes, businesses can kill you, but when you don't take care of your home, when you don't take care of, again, go back to the basics of laundry, dishes, bed, self-care, literally taking a shower, brushing your teeth, right? When we're talking about depression and we're talking about anxieties and we're talking about mental health, which is one of our focuses, we don't talk about the basic skills of a human need, and that is literally that. Learn how to take a shower, learn how to get on that, and we don't teach that. We haven't been taught that. We're just running through. And as someone who's come from a third world country to America, and knowing what it means not to have the education on hygiene, not to have the education on simple life skills, but I can manage my own self here and have to learn here with all the opportunities. I can build a business. I can build a building.
Sure.
But how can I take care of a home? How can I be a wife? How can I be a mother? How can I be a woman and a sustaining human being? How can I be a functioning human being if I haven't been taught that?
Where are you from?
That's what we do. Bosnia.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been in the States?
I've been in the States for a little over 28 years now. 30.
Cool.
I was a POW, so so I have a lot of experience in understanding what that means. So when we talk about human interaction, we don't know what it means to be human. We really don't. We've never learned it. So our whole goal is to get you back to the basics. Let's learn to teach you how to take care of your home, yourself, and
love yourself and love one another.
And that instantly will transpire to that, yes.
All right. Well, great to have you on the show. Keep up the great work. Bob Shaffer's here from Milam Howard, law firm partner.
Yes.
We'll just call you Bob. How are you, Bob?
Good. How are you doing today?
Man. What kind of law we talk? What do you guys specialize in?
I do corporate law. A lot of what I do is outsource general counsel services where companies may not have the need to have a full-time in-house lawyer. So I do a lot of contract work and negotiation for them, as well as another part of my practice is in mergers and acquisitions, where I represent a lot of buyers and sellers of business.
So you're reading a lot of contracts.
I am reading a lot of contracts.
Man, how do you keep that focused? Seriously, like I start reading and my mind goes everywhere.
Well, it's just I enjoy doing it so much, especially on the M&A piece. I mean, it's really easy because a lot of that is the documents are very similar, but a lot of the provisions you're negotiating. So a lot of it's really reviewing, making sure you're negotiating the best deal you can for your client, whether you're on the buy side or the sell side.
You got to study those financials so in the M&A game, don't you? I mean, make sure there's no hidden.
We do to a certain extent, but a lot of times with the financials, we end up having the accounting firms are working in conjunction with us on the deals, where they'll come in and they'll review the financials to make sure that the deal makes sense on the buy side. Or on the sell side, a lot of what we try to do is try and get them set. To me, you should be preparing about 3 to 5 years out before you're selling a business.
Right.
And you start doing your accounting and how you do things based upon the potential sale of the business and maximize value, as opposed to, say, doing things from a tax perspective.
Yeah, I've heard many times on this show, when you start a business, you already should have your exit plan. Do you agree with that?
I do.
Okay.
I really do. I think if you do things the right way from the beginning and you have your corporate records, a lot of times where we see people losing value is they don't keep their records the way they should be.
Yep.
And I think if you stay organized out of the gate, whether it's, you have things for your contracts set up, you have employment agreements with your key employees, you have all these things in place. If you're doing it from the beginning with a plan to exit, if the cleaner you are, the more money you're going to get and a better multiple.
Don't commingle your funds, right, Bob?
No.
Be careful. All right, as we wrap up, since it's the game face segment, with the ghost of Coach Campo, I may add, who is the athlete that inspires you the most? Do you have one?
Growing up, it was Don Mattingly. Loved Don Mattingly.
Yeah.
He wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, wasn't the fastest, but for a 5-year period, might have been the best player in the game of baseball.
That is fantastic. Yeah, he was. Absolutely.
Until he had that back injury. But he was the one that did it for me.
No doubt. How about you?
Okay, so for me, it's a great late Kobe Bryant, because I'm not a sports fan at all, guys. Like, completely, I'm an artist all this way. However, I can understand analogies. But I was so lost and confused, and he made a statement on one of his speeches before he died, and he said, "I made a contract with myself." And that word contract was like light bulbs in my head, and I was like, no. So I made a commitment contract with myself 3 years ago, literally a commitment contract. It's written out, printed out, like you said, and it's between me and me that I will win. And it goes back into the accountability, responsibility part of that. Like, if you're going to do it, you have to commit, and you have to make that contract with yourself. We do it with others, right?
Yeah.
Why not with
ourselves?
ourselves?
That is fantastic. Great answer. Cheya, how about you?
My favorite, Bo Jackson.
Oh.
Best 30 for 30 ever, and an amazing athlete who will never be in a Hall of Fame.
I know.
And it really grinds my gears, but he is such an inspiration to go in and do 2 sports. Setting a blueprint never existed before, and everything about him is like mythical, right? People talk about him like, have you heard this story? Have you heard this story? But his career is phenomenal, and even what he's done in his retirement, he's still a phenomenal, amazing inspiration as an athlete.
Yeah, no doubt. Great call.
My favorite.
Bo Jackson.
Favorite.
Could have played, well, he did. He played high level on both.
High level. Recruited on both.
That hip in football.
Drafted on both. Like, just game changer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick, since I should pick, I'm going to say Walter Payton, because I grew up outside of Chicago, and when Walter came to my grammar school in 3rd grade, I thought he was Superman. And I was like, I want to look like that when I grow up, because he was all jacked up and he looked unbelievable, and he obviously played the game at a high level. And he's really good in the community. So I'm going to go with Walter Payton. Thanks, guys, for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank
Keep up the great work. Check out their great profiles on the dailynewsnetwork.com website. You'll see this conversation and many, many others. So until next time, stay safe out there and be cool. And we'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
Even though we do have 2 different liquors, it's still one name. It's YOLO Rum, and at the end of the day, it's how you feel. And YOLO Rum, you only live once, and that's more prevalent. That's becoming more prevalent as far as the attitude and the mindset with how people live their lives. And it's not about how it used to be as far as people doing dumb stuff out here. It's more of they're understanding the value of their life. And if we can bring that presence of the meaning behind life and what it means to fulfill whatever you need to fulfill in your life that makes you feel enjoyable about what you're doing, that's what YOLO will bring out as well.